Hey. Okay. Let me erase this. What they screaming about? What's up? What's up, everybody? Oh yeah, that's how they be. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's goody, everybody? What's up? Welcome to class. In today's class, it's break from the matrix. That's what we're talking about today. Break from matrix, right? Now, some of y'all may be like, what are you teaching about today? Like, what does that mean, break from the matrix? What does that mean, break from the matrix? What does that mean? Why do I need to break from the matrix? Why do I need to leave all the, what is the matrix? What is the matrix? Hold on, let me let y'all know. Apparently I could pin comments now, so let me just put a comment. Okay. Let me put a comment. Put a comment. Hold on, y'all. Okay, now. Okay, cool, right? So look, break from the matrix. Now, why did I want to teach on this today? I was very excited to teach on this. Number one, hold on, I'm just getting this camera out the way. The number one reason why I was very excited to teach on break from the matrix is because too many people do not know what's really going on around them. Like, you may say, what is the matrix? The matrix is this system that we keep talking about. The matrix is this system that we keep talking about. And if you've watched the movie Matrix, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, it's okay. If you have not watched the Matrix, it's okay, because honestly, what I'm about to teach you, like, you're still going to go watch the Matrix, but it's important that you understand what I'm talking about. Real talk. Y'all go ahead and leave some comments if y'all understanding what I'm talking about right now. Go ahead, leave some comments if you excited for today's class, because when I tell you, I'm going to take my time and break this motherfucker down. I'm going to take my time and break this thing down. So make sure you guys are screen recording, because you know how it be. Things just be like, downloads just be coming in. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have a notebook. Make sure you literally have your screen recording on. Like, just be ready. Hold on, I want to go live on YouTube too, y'all. Let me go live on YouTube. Too. I gotta go live on YouTube too. Break from the matrix. Y'all share this live with y'all people. Break from the matrix. The things that I'm going to be teaching y'all is, I'm going to literally be teaching y'all why certain things are happening into your life, how to beat it and how to get the best out of it, how to use it to your own advantage. This talks about manifestation. This talks about understanding toxic people. This talks about all these things where you wonder, why is this happening in my life? Breaking from the rat race, like all this. I'm telling you, you're going to want to hear this. I'm going to break down the rat race. Break. Let me see. Upload. Break from the matrix. Hold on. Break from the matrix. Hold on. All right, we almost there. I hope y'all ready, because I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. Here we go. Okay. All right, cool. So boom. First thing first, we have to understand, what is this matrix? The matrix is the system. Some people may say, oh, it's the government. Some people may say, but you have to understand that everything is energy, okay? Everything is energy. You have oppressors. And then you have the oppressed, okay? You have the oppressors and you have the oppressed. Before, the oppressors were dealing with just racism and slavery. Now this oppressors is dealing with just simple mental capacity, right? Now you still have racism that goes on, but you have to understand the mental capacity. What they try to do, what the oppressors try to do is they try to benefit off the oppressed. They try to use the oppressed for their goal. They try to use the oppressed for their items. They try to use the oppressed for literally whatever it is that they have. Maybe it's land, maybe it's gemstones, maybe it's food, maybe it's crops, maybe it's all these different things. What you have to understand is that the oppressor, which is the matrix in the system, may not be trying to take crops from you. It may not be trying to take money from you, but it could be taking away your energy. Now, why is that important? You have to understand that a lot of times in this system, in this matrix, right? In this matrix, the oppressors, which you can say is the government, you can say reptiles, reptilians, all these different things. These oppressors do not have the energy source that you have. These oppressors do not have the spirit that you have. You have people that walk around with no soul. Like it's just a body. I'm telling you this. There's beings. That's why you hear look. Hold on. That's why you hear NPCs, non-playable characters. That's why you hear Agent Smiths, right? That's why you hear Smiths, right? NPCs and Smiths. You get what I'm saying? Somebody said, why don't they? That's so scary. Have you ever watched that cartoon Soul? Right? Some people are soulless. Some people lost their souls. Some people have no morale. Some people have no type of understanding for love. Some people never learned love. Some people have never experienced love. And some people, like, they're called bots too. We could call them bots, right? You have to understand these people, these little beings, their job is to oppress you, and their job is to keep you oppressed. Now, you may say, what does it mean to keep me oppressed? It means to keep you sleep. Keep you sleep. So when this system is throwing these bots, these Smiths, these NPCs, these programs at you, it's to keep you oppressed. Right? For example, school systems can oppress you sometimes. School systems can oppress you sometimes, depending on if you, and here's the difference. Some of y'all don't understand that everything is a pro and a con. Depending on the system and the program, you can use it to your benefit. Like some people may say, oh my God, you know what's a scam? What's a scam is, no, you can put it in the fridge, like in the fridge or the microwave or something, because they're going to try to eat it. I'm going to get it, trust me. So one of the scams that people may say is, oh my God, school is a scam, right? Some people may say, oh my God, credit cards are a scam. I hate the credit system. Oh my God. And you have to understand, yes, all these different things can really be a scam. But remember, we're breaking from the matrix. We have to understand how to use these things to our advantage. We have to understand, okay, let's play the system. Like, for example, right? Like, it's like finessing the system. You got to know that you can finesse the system. You can finesse the system, meaning that, okay, cool. You know what? I can play sports, right? And it's just an example. Don't take it too literal, but this is just an example. I can play sports, get a full free scholarship with my sport, and then when I go to college, focus on meeting people instead of actually focused on this degree. I'm focused on networking because these going to be the people that's actually going to work for me instead of me getting this degree. You got to know how to play chess, not checkers with the system, right? Right? Exactly. So then you got the credit system. The credit system is banking off of people not paying their bills. The credit system is banking off of people not making the money, not doing this. But you starting to learn the system from within and from without. Now you're like, you know what? Let me use the credit to invest in a business. Now I'm using their money. I ain't even touched my money yet. This money trick. So now I got a credit card. The credit card got $10,000 on it. I'm going to take $1,000 from the credit card. I'm going to invest in something so I don't have to pay for it. And then I'm going to flip. That money, right? So now what you got to understand is that now you're using the system to create wealth for you. This is just an example. All I'm doing is breaking down ways to use the system, right? Okay, boom. Now you want to talk about jobs. Listen. You always have to make a sacrifice with this system. Let me say that one more time. You always have to make a sacrifice with this system. Your beginning has to be a sacrifice. Some of y'all are like, man, I don't want to work no more. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Some of these things have to be a sacrifice for you to find the door. Like, you may be very upset that you're working a job right now, not understanding that this is your sacrifice that you have to make, because you may end up meeting your business partner. You may end up learning the ropes. That's why I say, like, in this matrix, if you know that I want to be an artist, don't pick a job that has nothing to do with art. Don't pick a job that has nothing to do with art. Pick a job that has something to do with art, that can teach you something. You know what I'm saying? It's like your apprenticeship. It's like your internship. You want to constantly learn because you don't want your spirit to die. You got to remember, that's what the oppressors are trying to do. The oppressors are trying to kill your spirit in a system. Come on, man. The oppressors are trying to kill your spirit in a system. You want to know what I mean by that? You go to school, you're not using the system, you allowing the system to use you. So you learning things that don't have nothing and no interest to you, not knowing that it's killing your soul because it's not making you happy. It's not making you fulfilled. You learning all these things that has nothing to do with what you love to do. And you're learning that your spirit, your soul is dying little by little because you're not fulfilling your passions. You're not doing the things that love you. You're not that you love. You're not doing the things that fill you up. So that's why you're getting trapped in the system. Because what you're doing is you're now, instead of sacrificing something, you're sacrificing yourself for nothing. Does that make sense? If you're going to sacrifice something, don't sacrifice you. Sacrifice something that you like. Sacrifice something that you don't like. Sacrifice your time, but never sacrifice yourself for nothing. Like some of y'all sacrifice your time for money, not realizing that neither time or money is real. Does that make sense? Instead of sacrificing your comfort to learn something new that will eventually pay you out in the long term. Does that make sense? So then what happens is that you go to school, sacrifice your time to get a degree, to sacrifice your time for money. And it's like, man, truth be told, it's not really money that you want. You want freedom, because guess what? I can give you money right now. Your job can give you money, and it's not enough. So truly the answer was never money. It was the freedom that you wanted. That's why you have to be very clear with what you want in life. You want to know why? Because the matrix will eat off the fact that you don't know. So you have to know, hey, what is it that I want? I want to be free. I want peace. I want to create. Once you figure out what it is that you want, then you commit to it and say, you know what, I'm not going to allow nothing to get me off this realm. But the thing about it is that the matrix will trick you out your spot and make you think that money is the main thing that you should get, not realizing that when you sacrifice your comfort to do what you love, what's going to happen is that money is going to fall in your lap. That money is going to fall in your lap. That's the trick that the matrix don't want to tell you. The matrix is making you think that everything is linear. Let me tell you how the matrix makes you think. The matrix makes you think that this is you. You have to do this to get this money, right? Right? Not realizing that the way that the world works and spirituality works, you have to work on this. You have to work on this to get this. Do you get what I'm saying? The matrix makes you think that everything is hour. Not realizing that you have to work on this to get this. But because the matrix makes you think that everything is outside of yourself, you end up not realizing the true power and the actual formula to success. For example, the matrix will make you think you're not successful until you have this. I'm about to get real deep on it. I'm about to get real deep on it real quick, right? Let me show you how the matrix works, right? The matrix makes you listen. The matrix makes you idolize things that are not real. The matrix makes you want things that are illusions. The matrix wants you to idolize illusions because you can never make an illusion real. So you're really going to be chasing your tail. You're really going to be chasing your tail for real. And when you realize that the matrix is trying to get you in a cycle, that's never ending. The reason why is because you're never going to surpass this cycle, because it's going to keep having you stuck in this cycle. So you're going to be stuck in this lack frequency, meaning that you'll never level up, right? But here's the key. Here's the key. Here's the key that the Matrix don't want you to know. There's an outside source. Right? You are only but a piece of the puzzle. You are the whole puzzle and a piece of the puzzle at the same time. The Matrix wants you to think that this whole vast world is not you, but this is the only thing that's you. Not realizing that you are this, but you're experiencing through this human body. Now, let's get back, right? Let's get back simple. I don't want to confuse you, right? This is really what the Matrix does to keep you in a cycle, okay? So the cycle is wanting something that is really not real, right? Meaning like money. You want freedom, but what you do is you manifest money, right? That's another trick. So the Matrix makes you feel like you're not successful unless you have a fast car. You're not successful unless you have luxury. You're not successful until you're rich, right? That's what the Matrix will make you feel, right? The Matrix will make you feel like you're not successful unless you have a house. You're not successful unless you have a house. Making you, hold on, pay attention. And y'all make sure if you're not following me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok right now. Pay attention, right? You're not successful unless you have a lot of clothes, right? And now all it's doing is forcing you to think that your success is based on something outside of you, causing true depression, meaning that you'll never ever truly be happy because you're always going to be chasing something outside of yourself. But when you get into spirituality lets you know that all of this comes to you when you work on you. So you're magnetizing it. But here's the thing, because the Matrix makes you chase these things, what you do is you subconsciously train yourself to think that you are in lack. So because you're constantly thinking that yourself is in lack, what do? You attract lack. You attract lack. Somebody said, I don't think you need a whiteboard for this. Let me explain to you some science because I want people to understand. Do you know why a whiteboard is very important for my teachings? Because I understand that you have two sides of the brain. You have the logical side and you have the creative side. When I get on the board and I draw pictures, your creative side of your brain is being intrigued instead of just your logical side of the brain. The reason why you read a book and you want to turn it off, you want to throw it away is because there's no color, there's no visuals, there's no creativity. Why do you think ancient Egyptians used iconography to speak in language? If you had my ebook, you would know what I'm talking about. If you had my ebook, then you know what I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, you have to understand symbolism and iconography is easily remembered by the subconscious mind. Come on now. Stay the student, baby. Stay the student. Right? Anyways, so the Matrix wants you to continuously look outside of yourself. The Matrix wants you to depend on the Matrix to be successful. Where the ebook at? The link is in my bio. Click Crystal Shop. Where my pinned message? Here, if y'all want to go ahead and shop on my website, on my Crystal Shop and get y'all ebook, that is the website right there. Pin this comment. Boom. Couldn't pin. Why y'all can't pin my comment? Okay, hold on. I got you. Click link in bio. Click Crystal Shop. Boom. Click Crystal Shop. All right. Anyway, so let's go. So in order to break from the Matrix, you have to understand, I gotta get out of their trick. I gotta go inside first because guess what? The way to beat the Matrix is to use spiritual laws because the spiritual laws is always going to supersede the physical man-made laws. And you have to understand why I only pin for like 3 seconds. Come on now. Anyway, so the way to beat the Matrix is to use spiritual laws. Spiritual laws. Do you want to know why? Because the spiritual is what created the physical. Come on. The spiritual is what created the physical. The spiritual is what created the physical, but the truth is that they try to trick you. They try to make you think that's not what you want. You don't want it. That's why, listen, let me say this. You got to understand the Matrix. And the reason why I say you got to understand the Matrix is because I want you to realize that some of the people in your life that spaz out on you, some of the people in your life that like when you start talking about your dreams, they go, why you want to do this? Why you want to do that? Bro, it's because They're NPCs. They're bots. They're bots, right? Don't y'all realize that when I get on TikTok, in the moment I start speaking real truth, a whole bunch of negativity coming to the live? That's because the NPCs, the bots, and the agents have been triggered, right? And if you ever watch The Matrix, you'll see that the moment that Neo, the one who wakes up, the moment that people start waking up, the agents start coming out. So don't be upset when you start seeing people. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. So you got to understand the reason why these people getting triggered is because you're shifting the Matrix yourself. You got to remember, you are a creator. You got to think about the Matrix like the Sims game, right? Think about it like Sims. Think about it like GTA, right? You be playing GTA, you walking around, and somebody just randomly what? Why this computer generated character just punched me? You're like, why did this computer generated character just punch me? You want to know why? Because you done triggered the Matrix. You done triggered the bots. You walking up to one of the NPCs. The NPC get mad, disrespectful. Like, what's going on with your day? What's going on with your coding? I ain't even do nothing. I'm just playing. I'm just doing my missions, right? Because listen, let me tell you something. I didn't even bring my little notebook. Let me tell you something. You have to understand the Matrix wants to stop you from finding out your true power. So what it does is it try to dull your brain. That's why you be having these school systems. Like, how many of y'all went to class and when you was in class, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm falling asleep. Oh my gosh. You wanna know why? That information that they're feeding you, it's shutting off your brain. I'm telling you, the information that they're feeding you is shutting off your brain. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all. Also, if y'all love crystals, we just dropped a whole bunch of crystal necklaces on the website. The link is in the bio. Click Crystal Shop if you want to check them out. These are handmade. Get your crystal drip up because I'm tired of y'all putting y'all crystals on a thread. Anyways, let's keep going. Let me tell you something. The Matrix be feeling sick. The Matrix gets sick when you learn something new. The Matrix be getting sick when you learn something new because listen, the Matrix is trying its hardest to program you as much as possible. That's why school is when you wake up. That's why school is like right when you wake up, the first thing you have to do is go to school. Do you want to know why? Because the moment you wake up, that is the best time to program the mind. Do you want to know why? Because when you wake up, that's around theta. You're in your theta state in your brain. That means that your subconscious mind is listening more. Your subconscious mind is easily accessible. Hold on, my bad, YouTube. Your subconscious mind is easily accessible. That's why the moments that you go to sleep and the moments that you wake up are most important. Most of the time before you go to sleep, what was you doing? You was doing homework. Right? And the reason why is because the art classes get cut. The art classes be having terrible teachers. They don't be having theater class. They don't be having none of this stuff because they don't want to teach you the information to equip you for success. So what they do is they hold out on that information because they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to achieve your dreams. That's why when you go to school, they put you in lines. You have bells that you have to listen to. Oh, this time I got to go to class. This time here. Oh, now I got to go to lunch. Now I got to go to this. And then you have people controlling you. So now you're starting to learn to be controlled. Now you're starting to learn to have authority over you. Now when you don't have authority over you, now when you don't have people telling you, oh, eat at this time, you feel weird. People from school, from college to all these different things, they're telling you, you got to go to school at this time. You got to wake up this time. You got to eat at this time. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. Programming you with the bell. You got to ask yourself, how do we teach dogs? How do we train dogs? We give them treats and we give them bells. We be like, okay, come here. He hit the bell. Okay, now I know it's time to eat, right? Yes, and it's like gel. Exactly. Everything is preparing you for a cycle. Everything is preparing you for a cycle. And let me tell you something. Schools prepare you for jobs and not careers. Schools prepare you for jobs and not careers. And if you're not following me on TikTok, please make sure y'all following me, right? And now we're going to talk about how to break from the Matrix, okay? So we understand the Matrix is trying to get you to, you know what I'm saying? How do we break from the matrix? Y'all share this live. Y'all run up the likes. My goal for this live was literally 100,000 likes. So if we can get this live to 100,000 likes, I'll be so happy, right? So understand, the way to break the matrix is to know thyself. Know thyself. Now you may say, why is that important? Why is that important? How to break from the matrix? You have to know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. If you watch Matrix, then you saw when she pointed to know thyself. Let me tell you something. The reason why know thyself is so important is because nobody can tell you that you're special. Nobody can ever tell you that. You will never believe them, no matter how much somebody tell you, you're so special, you're so this, you're so that. You're never going to believe them. It takes you to know yourself, to know how powerful you are. But you're never going to break from a box that you don't think you're stronger than. That's the crazy thing about it. The system makes you think, right? And here's the best way to explain it. Let me give you an example, okay? Here's my example. Here is a jar, right? Here's a jar. And there's fleas in it. A whole bunch of fleas in it, right? A whole bunch of fleas in it. You guys probably heard this example before, right? Listen to what I'm saying, because what I'm teaching you right now is life. These are the fleas in the jar. The fleas will try to break out this jar as much as possible, and it won't break out, right? It won't break out. Now, the fleas, after some point of trying to break out, they're going to give up. So then you take the jar, the lid off the jar, and the fleas only jump at a certain height because they no longer believe that they can get out. That's what the Matrix does to you. The Matrix creates an illusion to make you think that you can't be successful. The Matrix creates an illusion to make you think that you can't be powerful. The Matrix creates an illusion to make you think that you're powerless. It tries to make you think that you're powerless, not realizing that you were powerful enough to jump out of the whole box. Another example, an elephant, hold on. Don't laugh at me now. An elephant tied to a gate. The elephant gonna think that the elephant gonna think that it can't leave the gate because it's tied up. Just because it has something around the neck. The elephant gonna think that it can't escape, not realizing that the elephant is stronger than the gate. And that's what it does. It puts a leash around your neck. It makes you think that you're not powerful enough to pull away. Right? Somebody said that's not an elephant. Baby. Right? So this is why I want to tell you it's important to know yourself, right? And I'm about to ask y'all a few questions. Y'all ever realize, like, you ever left a relationship or left a friendship and was like, man, what was I thinking? Y'all ever had a situation like that? You ever left a friendship, left a relationship and was like, what was I thinking? Why was I letting this person talk to me like this? Why was I acting like I ain't it? Why was I this? Why was I that? You want to know why? Because you wasn't knowing thyself. You was allowing people to program you to make you think that you're less than what you actually are. And that's where the problem starts, not knowing how powerful you are. You need to become aware of how powerful you are. Do you understand that no matter what this box is or what this system has in place, your mind can create whatever it is that you want to happen in your life? Period. You can have whatever you want to achieve in your life. But the problem is that here's another step to breaking from the matrix. Belief. Let me tell you something. Neo, which was the one, you're Neo, you're the chosen one. You're never going to be the one until you believe you are the one. Ooh, oh my God. 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 You're never going to be the one. Listen. The high priestess, the oracle asks Neo, she said, do you think you're the one? And he's like, no, I don't. And then she's like, well, I'm afraid you're not the one. It's not because he's not the one. He's just not going to be the one until he believes he's the one. Just like you're not going to be successful until you believe that you're successful. What I'm teaching you is the keys to success. It's the keys to abundance. Y'all thinking that this matrix thing is just understanding, oh, I'm powerful. But when you really understand you're powerful, you really understand that you're in control of all of this stuff. And the process to becoming the one is the process to having whatever it is that you want. Ooh. The process to becoming the one is understanding the process that you can have whatever you want. But the system makes you settle. The system makes you settle. Man, y'all share this live with y'all friends. Y'all share this live with y'all friends. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube because this whole teaching will be on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube because this teaching will be on my YouTube. Right? You will never become the one until you believe you are the one. Just like you will never become successful until you believe you are successful. And there's something that man said in the Matrix. He said, we don't free the mind once it reaches a certain age. You want to know why? There's a quote that says, some people die at 25 but get buried at 65. Do you want to know why that quote is? 333. Do you want to know why that quote is? The reason why that quote is a thing is because some people stop growing at 25. Some people don't open their mind. And because they're not growing, they're not able to open their mind. You have to understand knowledge is what opens your mind. Knowledge is the truth. That's why they say they can't take knowledge away from you. That's why the most detrimental weapon is knowledge. The most detrimental weapon is not a gun. The most detrimental weapon is knowledge. Because guess what? Nobody can take what you know. Nobody can take that away from you. But they can take a gun away from you. They can take a weapon away from you. You get what I'm saying? Period, right? So believe. Knowing that, man, I got to really believe that I can do it. I got to believe. Because let me tell you something. Everything is the law of mentalism. Now we get into ancient practices. The law of mentalism. The law of mentalism. Everything is created by the mind. All is mind, okay? So y'all thinking that the matrix is supposed to show up as something physical. You can't see the matrix, boo. The matrix is not something that you can see. The matrix is not something you can see. You want to know why? Because the matrix is not a physical battle. It's a mental battle. It's a spiritual warfare. You can't see the matrix. Do you want to know why? Because everything is in the mind. Everything is in the mind. And once you learn that everything is in the mind, then you'll be like, dang, they've been playing with my mind. You want to know why? Because whatever happens in the mind, the body will follow. So if I confuse you, you're not going to do anything. If I make you feel insecure, you're not going to have confidence. What? You're not going to believe. And then you're not going to know yourself. So the whole key is they don't want to stop your body. They don't want to give you pain in your body. What they do is they try to cripple your mind because guess what? The all is mind. If they can cripple your mind, they can cripple what you create. They can cripple your world because the world is your mind. This whole world is a mental projection of things that you think. That's why I can show you a cloud and you'll see what you see and I'll see something completely different because everything is perspective. Everybody is living in their own world. Think about life like Minecraft. Think about life like GTA. When you go play with your friend, you go join their world. And when your friend come play with you, guess what happened? They go join your world. You get what I'm saying? So when you stop focusing so much on the physical, you'll realize that the true power is in the mental. So, and if you ever watch the movie Inception, let me tell you something. If you ever watch the movie Inception, the guy had so many security walls on his mind. Like, The guys tried to plant ideas into his brain, just like the Matrix. The Matrix try to plant ideas of no belief. The Matrix try to plant ideas of jobs. The Matrix try to plant ideas of lack within you, right? But in the Inception movie, the guy has so many security sensors around his brain that he doesn't allow any and everybody to plant a seed and an idea into his mind. And you have to be the same way. What y'all do is y'all listen to TV programming. Y'all listen to radio programming. Y'all listen to school programming. And all these different programmings are morphing the way that you think, not realizing that the way that you think is the way that you create. The way that you think is how you create. So imagine if your mind is the soil and they're planting weeds in your soil and you're not even realizing it. So look, the belief, the all is mine, realize, you know what? The belief is the main part, because if I don't believe in myself, I can't create nothing. Think about your belief like your paintbrush. Think about your belief like your imagination. It's your paintbrush. And you have to understand, this is what I be talking about with school systems. School system, this is your brain, right? That's your left side of your brain. This is the right side of your brain. School systems force you to use your, I don't know if it's your left or your right, but let's say this is your logical side. School systems first force you to use your logical side of your brain to cut off your creative side of the brain, because if they can cut off your creative side of the brain, they're going to cut off your inner child, and they're going to cut off your ability to create. Your ability to create is how you manifest. And if you can't manifest, you're stuck in a world that doesn't serve you, because you're not able to morph the world that you want to. But instead, you start to think, oh my God, this is just how life is. I just have to accept it how it is. I just have to do it like it is. This is just how it is. This is just how I am. Do y'all understand what I'm saying for real? 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 Science is the key for real. Science is the key for real. Science is the key for real. You're speaking to my heart right now. How many of y'all are enjoying this class right now? How many of y'all are enjoying this? Right? So let's keep going. We now need to understand the matrix of money. I'm about to teach y'all the science of money. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. Because truth be told is that the matrix has also confused you about how to think about money. The matrix makes you think about money in a specific way, so you are thinking you are in lack. Okay? Here's a perfect example, right? Money, people make you think that the more time you spend on something, the more money you make. That's what they make you think. They make you think that time equals money. Right? They make you think time equals money. But this ain't real. That ain't real. So how this equal money if that ain't even real? Y'all made that up. Y'all made that up. Right? You want to know why? And here's the thing. You may want to be wealthy, but how can you be wealthy when you're using time to make money? You only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 24 hours in a day. And no amount of hours is going to make you a millionaire. And the reason why I say this is because some of y'all think that, oh, I can work myself up to millions of dollars. Millionaires do not work themselves up to millions of dollars. That's not what millionaires do. Millionaires use practices. Some of y'all don't even know that some of y'all favorite millionaires, some of y'all favorite rich people are using spirituality to become wealthy. Does that make sense? Some of y'all favorite millionaires and billionaires are using numerology. They're using astrology. Some of these companies, these NBA teams, they're using numerology, spirituality. Why do you think the Matrix looks like a whole bunch of numbers? Why do you think the Matrix looks like a whole bunch of numbers? Because everything is connected through science. Why do you think that certain companies use certain numbers at certain times? Like why we ain't have an iPhone 9? Why we ain't have the iPhone 9? Why we ain't have the iPhone 9? Y'all be thinking, here's the thing. Y'all be thinking these rich people don't know about the practices, and they do. They just don't tell you. These rich people using crystals, these rich people using all these sage, these rich people using numerology, these rich people using astrology, but here you are afraid to beat the system. You're afraid to use the system. And here's another thing. Y'all think being anti-matrix is the answer too. Listen, you can't be anti-matrix and win at the same time. You need to understand the matrix is a system. The matrix is not good nor bad. It's just you have two different energies in the matrix. You have the negative energy and you have the positive energy. The negative energy is trying to take over the matrix and keep you inside of it. Some of y'all think, oh, I'm going to go off grid and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. My love, we chose to come into a matrix for a reason. You want to know why? Because the matrix gives us a construct that we're able to create whatever we want. We have a construct, a system, a game that we're able to play and create whatever we want. Right? And that's the problem. People like, oh, I'm anti-matrix. I don't want to be on technology. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Not realizing that, did you watch the last Matrix 4? Where technology and humans learn to be together? Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that a lot of our developments have been because of technology? It's been because of technology. I do have a podcast. My podcast is on my YouTube. Click the link in my bio and click YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the people that's thinking, oh, I got to be anti-matrix, that's not the answer. You have to learn how to create your own matrix. Why do you think Drake said it in his lyrics, I don't allow negativity in my inner matrix? I don't allow negativity in my inner matrix. But the problem is that imagine the matrix is your computer system, right? Imagine the matrix is your computer, right? Imagine the matrix is your computer, right? This is your computer. This is your computer, right? When you allow other people in your matrix, what happens? You get a virus. What is Mr. Smith called a virus? A virus. Your video game was working just fine before you went and clicked on them people's website. Your video game was working just fine before you went and you downloaded other people's stuff, right? But when you don't worry about other people and you play your own games on your computer is fine. You're having a great time playing games. You're having a great time. But you know what the problem is that, come on, y'all, we can get this to 100K. But you know what the problem is that we start allowing these viruses in our system. We start listening, to get your computer to go faster, your computer's not fast enough. To get your computer to go faster, you should download me. Your game's not good enough. You need some more games. Download my game. Not realizing that you're being tricked out your spot. That's why you gotta know your worth and know yourself. Man, my computer limited edition. I don't need none of y'all edits, none of y'all mods, none of y'all downloads. I don't need none of y'all stuff because my matrix is good. But the thing about it is that because you don't know yourself, listen to this because what I'm about to say about to hit. Because you don't know yourself, you listen to outside things and outside people who are most likely NPCs, agents, and bots. And what they do is they make you insecure. They make you feel weird. They make you feel stupid. They make you feel a type of way about who you naturally are. So you start to conform to the matrix because you're allowing other people, outside things, to make you think that you're not good enough. And that's why it's important to know thyself. Because you'll have people like, why do you think some people come in your life and it's just like, why you hating? Why you hating? My love, they don't like the fact that you have a soul. They don't like the fact that you do things effortlessly. They don't like the fact that you know manifestation. So what they do is they try to derail you. They try to make you think, I don't know about that idea. It's not that good. I don't know. Like, people real deal be intimidated by you. Do you know that? People real deal be intimidated by you. I know a lot of y'all dealt with that last year and earlier this year. People are real deal intimidated by you. But because you don't even know your true power, you allow these intimidated people to get into your head and to make you think that you too much. Right? Let's get these people out of here. You see the bots? Y'all see the bots? Y'all see the bots? He getting triggered. The bot got triggered. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm doing is telling you about how powerful you are. So why that bot got triggered? Because I'm telling the truth. because I'm telling the truth. Y'all see how the box stick out like sore thumbs? Y'all saw how the box stuck out like sore thumbs? Ooh, it was weird. So know thyself. Know thyself. Know who you are. Know who you are. Yes, you want to know why people tell you to be humble? Ooh, this one good. This one good. This one is good. This one is good. They understand. Now, this is the Matrix. The Matrix understands words and numbers. The Matrix understands that if it can get you to use words to your disadvantage, it's going to cause you to put yourself in bondage, right? So when the Matrix tells you to be humble, right? When you tell yourself this, right? What you're telling yourself in the actual definition of be humble is to put yourself at low, modest level. You're putting yourself at a low level. So what you got to understand is that when you say certain words, your subconscious mind is taking in that information. Y'all all go subscribe to my YouTube right now. All you got to do is click my TikTok profile, click the Instagram symbol, and you're going to see the YouTube, all right? And y'all make sure y'all check out my crystal shop too, man. Real quick, let me let y'all know. If you into crystals and you want your crystal drip, y'all click the link in the bio. We got some beautiful crystals. This crystal has been used since ancient Egypt. We finna get back to this real quick, but I gotta put y'all on to game. Like my necklace right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? I don't do one-on-one coaching. I really don't like to do one-on-one coaching. I like to have all my information out there. I like to teach everybody, get to see it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always here to answer y'all questions. So yeah, man, y'all click the link in the bio, click Crystal Shop to get y'all crystals. These do sell out very fast, all right? These do sell out very fast. Like this one already sold out. So y'all be quick and y'all go ahead and get y'all necklaces, all right? Y'all go ahead and get y'all necklaces, all right? All right? I want to have a one-on-one conversation with you. All right, listen. I will say this. Maybe I'll do a Zoom and we could talk. I'm not gonna sit here and like charge people for that, but maybe like I'll do a Zoom and whoever get in first serve, first come, whatever, y'all can talk to me, have y'all questions, next person, because I really just want to serve people, real talk. I really just want to help people as much, and the only thing I ever want to really make money from is my art. You get what I'm saying? I only really want to make money from my art, so that's why I say, oh, do you want a necklace? Because this is handcrafted. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? All right. And y'all make sure y'all check out my music too. You can go on Apple Music, YouTube, and just look up Styx River, all right? So anyways, when they tell you to be humble, my love, when they tell you to be humble, it's a hack. Like, it's almost like they're trying to put a cheat code in your system. Y'all follow me on Instagram too, and y'all subscribe to me on YouTube, all right? It's like a hack. When they tell you be humble, boy, it's like a hack. You want to know why it's a hack? Because they want you to lower your level. They want you to lower your modest. They literally want you to lower your value, because they know that if you lower your value, you will get caught. You will literally get caught in the Matrix again. You will get caught in the Matrix again, right? Come on, let's keep going. Also, if you like my teachings, I have a university. I have a university called Styx's Mystery School. You click the link in the bio, click university if you want to go ahead and join the mystery school, where I break down my favorite books. I break down teachings. I'm going to break down the Matrix on there too. So anyways, let's keep going though. Now we're going to get into the creation aspect. Now we're going to get into manifestation. All your links in your TikTok bio. Yes. So now we're going to get into creation and manifestation, and why they don't want you to know your true power when it comes to manifestation. All right, now we're going to talk about manifestation. Now, here's the thing. Manifestation has been proven to work, I think, by the CIA years ago, but we're just now becoming aware of it. Ain't that crazy? Manifestation has been proven to work years ago, but manifestation is just now becoming popular. Do you want to know why manifestation works? Because it's based off of ancient spiritual law, which is, again, the law of mentalism, stating that the all is mind. Your mind is what creates, right? Because think about it. Every idea you have is in the mind. Every idea comes from the mind. It comes from a thought. So typically, everything that has been created started with the mind, right? That's just what it is. Everything that has been created has started with the brain. The law of mentalism. So the reason why they don't want you to become aware of manifestation is because they want you to feel like you are helpless. They don't want you to know that you are able to think yourself out of situations. What's up, Casey, first time viewer? What's up, Casey? How you doing? I hope you enjoy our class session. I'm teaching people how to unlock their supernatural powers. And that's another thing. Some of y'all don't even understand that some of y'all are superhuman. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Some of y'all have the ability to create at a level that's exceptional. Some of y'all wake up, is there already courses on your site? I don't sell courses. I have a university. And the university is basically where I teach teaching. So let's say you would pay for the university every month and it's always new teachings being uploaded. So I teach sacred geometry. I teach manifestation. I teach about how to create money in this physical realm. Because everything is truly magic. Everything is truly magic. Do you want to know why? Because this is a magical world. This is a video game. You get what I'm saying? That's why you think about numerology, astrology, everything is connected. That's why our ancient ancestors had these type of magical abilities. It's because it's in us. Think about Avatar: The Last Airbender. What does Neo mean? Neo means one. You are the one. Why do you think people treat you so weird? Why do you think people treat you like you're some outcast? Why do you think people treat you like you're weird, you're different? You want to know why? Because they're trying to make you feel self-conscious about your gifts. They want to make you feel self-conscious about your gifts. Some of y'all got bullied as a kid. You want to know why? Because the Matrix is sending these people to you to make you feel bad about yourself. So now this is the reason why we talk about manifestation. And if you want to listen, don't even worry about it. After I teach y'all my manifestation tactics, y'all gonna want to get my book, right? Watch this. Your mind is the key. I want everybody to say my mind is the key. Everybody comment right now. My mind is the key. Everybody comment right now. My mind is the key. Because I need y'all to say this to yourselves. Type it right now. Because when you type it, your subconscious mind is going to hear it. My mind is the key. My mind is the key. My mind is the key. The reason why I want you to become aware that your mind is the key is because the Matrix will try to make you think that the more physical force you put on something, the more success it's going to become. But that's not true. The way to become successful is knowing how to use your mind to work for you. And the thing about it is that the Matrix will try to put things in your mind that creates anxiety. The Matrix will try to put situations to happen that will make you doubt yourself. The Matrix will try to tell you things like, be realistic. Be realistic, not realizing that what is real? What is real? In the movie, and make sure everybody needs to watch The Matrix after this. And if you're not following me on TikTok, y'all please go ahead and put that follow button. Click that follow button over here. And if you want to receive a notification every time I go live, click the link in the bio and click community. Because let me tell you something. My purpose is to awaken as many people as possible. I want people to become aware that whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can achieve it. And here's what I want you to do right now. This is what I want you to do right now. I want you to think about what would you want to achieve if there was no possibility of failure? I want you to think about that. What would I want to pursue if there was no such thing as failure? What would you want to pursue if there was no such thing as failure? Right? And the reason why I want you to do that is because I want you to stop putting boundaries and limits on yourself. I want to remove all these boundaries and all these limits and all these limitations from your mind. I want you to free your mind. This is why in The Matrix, and y'all have to watch The Matrix movie. Y'all have to watch The Matrix movie. What I am going to do is on my mystery school, I will be breaking down The Matrix. I can't do it on TikTok because Matrix is obviously copyrighted content. But I can do it on the mystery school. So click the link in the bio. Click join the university to join the university. All right. 555. So This is what I'm trying to tell you. The Matrix wants you to doubt in your mind, because if it can make you doubt, you would never create what it is that you want in your life, right? So the reason why the mind is the key. What you have to do is remove that box of limitations. The reason why these teachers, doctors, all these people, the reason why these teachers and all these doctors try to tell you, be realistic. Be realistic. Be realistic. You want a 444? We got 555 over here. We got 444 over here. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all saw that? It said 444 over here and it said 555 over here. Don't allow people to make you feel like you're not being realistic. What is real? You know, if you watched The Matrix before, you saw when Morpheus said, "What is real?" Right? Because think about this. I'm really about to blow y'all gasket right now, right? What is real? You may say, oh, the things that I can see, the things that I can touch, the things that I can feel. But when you're drunk, what you see is not real. What you feel is not really a real feeling. What you hear, you ain't even hearing right. So you could take a drug or take something wrong, get drugged, and completely see something that's not even real. You could start hallucinating. So what I see is not always real. What I trust is not always real. Some of y'all be having wet dreams, and that wet dream be feeling real. But it wasn't quote unquote real, right? So when they tell you to be realistic, it don't even make sense. This is why sometimes you be trying to tell people, oh yeah, this and that happened. You be like, wait, hold on. Was that real or was that a dream? Was that real or was that a dream? Yeah, y'all be having them wet dreams. I know y'all be having them little wet dreams. And y'all be like, ooh, Sticks, I had a wet dream. What that mean? Boy, don't. Somebody texted me, said, hey, Sticks, I had a wet dream. What that mean? I said, boy. We not for to play stupid right now, okay? I said, we not for to play stupid. We not for to play stupid, right? So, in order to manifest whatever it is that you want, all you have to do is to alter the mind. All I got to do is to alter the mind, alter the reality, alter the game, put in a different code. She said, the bot's back. Shake my head. 777. Hey, 777, right? Sticks be having wet. No, I don't, baby. I be having manifestation dreams. I see my mansion. Y'all too busy with y'all hot butts, with y'all hot selves. Y'all be having wet dreams. I be having dreams about success, baby. Period. Y'all the ones be hot in the pants. Y'all be hot in the pants, okay? Y'all be over there dreaming and slobbing and stuff, right? Anyways, so you have to alter the mind, right? Now, this is where science comes into play. How can I alter the mind? You can alter the mind the same way the Matrix alters your mind. That's why I say you got to learn how to use the system for your own advantage. How does the system reprogram my mind? Well, the system makes me repeat things constantly over and over and over. Like when you're in school and you're learning things, what happens? They make you repeat it out loud. What happened? They make you go home and repeat it, do the homework before you go to sleep. They make you wake up. They make you get on a certain timeline. All you got to do is take these same systems that they use to program you and use it to program yourself for your own benefit, right? Right? Auto-suggesting, exactly. So how am I going to alter my mind? First of all, I'm going to visualize. I'm going to use my imagination. I'm going to visualize. I'm going to say affirmations, right? And the reason why we're doing this is because we are trying to impress the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the key. The subconscious mind is the key. The subconscious mind is the key. When you can get whatever idea it is to get into the subconscious mind, that's when you know it has finally come into reality. The reason why is because the subconscious mind is really how we're connected to everybody. I want you to think about your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is like a computer with no internet, right? So it's just you. You know how you ever had a phone and it ain't got no internet? You just talking to yourself, right? But then when the subconscious mind, your phone gets internet, Now you're able to connect with other beings. You're able to share ideas with other beings. You're able to hear other people's thoughts. You're able to say the same thing at the same time. You'd be like, how you knew I was thinking that? Because y'all connected on the same internet. Y'all connected on the same internet and same Wi-Fi. Subconscious mind. That's why they say the all is mind. The whole universe is connected through the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is literally like, let's think about it as if the subconscious mind is like your Akashic records, your spirit, your soul, the whole world is connected in that being. But your conscious mind is where it's right here, right? Man, this thing get deep. This thing get deep. It get deep. You know when you learn some deep stuff and you be like, oh my God, I don't know nothing. You ever be like that? You ever be like that? You ever learn some deep stuff? You be like, oh my God, I don't know nothing. You be like, I have so much to learn, bro. You be like, I got so much to learn, bro. Anyways, so we have to impress the subconscious mind. How do we impress the subconscious mind? The way to impress the subconscious mind is through words, images, emotions, and environments. That's why... That door closed? Are you closing for me? Because that thing is loud. So the reason why words, images, emotions, and environments are important is because you can program your mind with words, images, emotions, and environments. The reason why environments are important is because think about this, right? When you was in kindergarten, somebody said, I lied, I'm putting my headphones, I need this. When you was in kindergarten, exactly, stay all behind in class. Stay all behind in class, girl. All right? So when you was in kindergarten, right, your class was all colorful and stuff. You had all these posters, all these colors, and you was intrigued, right? Environment. But the moment that you done got a classroom and it's all beige everywhere, you're no longer inspired. That's because they know that if, like, for example, I was in college, right? My college had brick walls. I said, oh my God, I feel like I'm going crazy. It feels like a prison. Environments can affect you. Your environment can affect you. If you feel like your room looks like a prison, you're going to feel in prison. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go crazy in this month. You're going to go crazy. Trust what I say. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go loco. Where you going? You going to go work out? Okay. You're going to go loco. You're going to go crazy in this month. Y'all going to make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. Let me put on one of these necklaces. So let me put this one on, because this really the third eye one. This the knowledge one right here. This the knowledge one right here. This the knowledge one right here. Right? So that's why you got to be mindful. That's why it's like you always got to make sure, like, you got to have color in your room. Like, some of y'all rooms used to be mad dark, and then you wondering why you feel depressed. Look how dark your room is, boo. I'd be depressed if my room was that color too, because environments. Man, look at that. Look at that. Y'all ain't never had a crystal necklace like this before. I was telling my people the other day, I was like, listen, y'all, I have a dream to bring drip and aesthetics to crystals, because I'm tired of y'all putting y'all crystal on a little leather thread and calling it swag. Okay? I get we using our crystals, but we got to have a little bit more creativity. So my goal was to create crystal necklaces that have a little swag to it. Because y'all think that if I just put my amethyst on a little thread, and it's like, bro, that thread is meant for your eyelashes. Take that thread off. Okay? Get you some drip. Let people, like, come on for real. Our goal as spiritual people, you have to understand, the Matrix is trying to make you think that spirituality is cringe. The Matrix is trying to make you think that spirituality isn't real. The Matrix is trying to make you have negative connotations about spirituality. So it is our duty to create some type of fun, some type of aesthetic in it. Because the same way the Matrix will make you think that, oh, drinking is cool, doing this is cool, going to the clubs is cool, not realizing that all they're doing is putting aesthetics around something that's negative to make you want it. So if we can create aesthetics around the things that actually serve us, more kids will want to do it. So when you see me telling you, yo, wear your bracelets, it's because my niece will see me wear my bracelet and say, I want a bracelet like you, auntie. You want to know why? Because it's aesthetics. You get what I'm saying? So that's just me. I just felt like, we need to start bringing swag to spirituality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring in an aesthetic. Now you see people trying to be more spiritual. And yeah, you may be like, oh, they faking the spirituality. It's okay, because guess what? They gonna trick themselves because they trying to fake spirituality. They gonna fake themselves into an actual spiritual journey. You gonna buy the right crystal and that mug gonna throw you into a journey. You're gonna be like, what is happening? I'm going through a dark night of the soul. So anyways, that's just why I created a crystal shop. I wanted to create aesthetics around my crystal shop. So that's why when you get my ebook, that's why when you get my mystery school, everything don't look like some hippie crystal shop. My crystal shop look like a rapper owned it. My crystal shop look like it got vibes to it. Like, you go to my crystal shop, like, you don't even gotta buy nothing. Just go on the website and look at my creativity around it. I'm going to change the game the way spirituality is viewed. Spirituality is a luxury, and people are gonna view it like that. People are gonna view it like that. People are gonna be like, you didn't sage your house today? What is wrong with you? Like, you didn't sage today? You didn't smudge today? You didn't meditate today? What is wrong with you? Like, that's what I want it to be like. Instead of, you didn't go to the club? No. You didn't smudge today? Okay. My love, we can't see each other until you smudge. Okay? Yeah, sorry. Where's your crystal? You didn't bring your crystal? Okay. All right, now, if you have mood swings, that's on you. Like, we have to get to that point for real. Like, that's why I say you got to learn how to use the system again. Because guess what? The system will use NPCs like that. So we have to use the system for our benefit. So like I said, when you get your, let me tell you something. If you're wearing, and this is proof right here. Let me tell you proof real quick, because then we go get back to this. Let me give you proof real quick. If you had your crystal on a thread, you're less likely to get a compliment on your crystal than if you had an actual whole jewelry necklace. Now listen, I have diamonds, right? I get more compliments on my crystals than the actual diamonds. You want to know why? Because creativity is different, right? So anyways, like I said, y'all go check out the crystal shop if you want to take your crystal drip to the next level. The link is in the bio. Click crystal shop. All right. Let me also let y'all know that if you want to have free shipping, use code. Hold on. Sticks. And let me let y'all know everything sells out very fast, so y'all move fast. The link is in the bio. Somebody said I'm there after class. Okay, girl, I ain't gonna be there no more. All right, so anyways, it ain't gonna be there no more, so that's why I be trying to tell you. I see a whole bunch of people done slipped off. Okay, since I've been wearing the crystal drips from you, I be getting compliments on it. Exactly. How long do orders usually take? Listen, y'all, we got a whole new shipping department, so orders will be shipping out 2 to 3 days. All right, the link is in the bio. Click crystal shop. All right, so anyways, like I was saying, we have to be able to alter our mind, right? So one of the things that I have in my ebook, I talk about using your subconscious mind to your benefit. Like, when you wake up and when you go to sleep, like right when you're about to go to sleep is the best time to manifest. You want to know why? Hold on, y'all. Bro, what that was for? Anyways, so the best times to manifest is right before you go to sleep. What you want to do is you want to visualize yourself living the life that you want to live while you're going to sleep. And the reason why you want to do that, is because you ever watched a movie, saw something on TV, and as you're watching it, when you go to sleep, you see it in your dream? Y'all ever had that happen? Y'all better buy now. I was fortunate to buy a necklace, and it was the last one. Girl, you ain't got to warn them. They going to experience the Manhurst Crystal Shop on their own. Let them experience the crystal shop on their own. Let them experience what it's like to see something that you like. You're like, oh, I'm going to get it later, and it's gone. Let them experience that. I'm telling you. My crystal shop is highly favored. My crystal shop is highly favored. The energy, and here's the thing about it. I cleanse these crystals with cinnamon. If you know about cinnamon, then you know cinnamon. I cleansed these crystals with cinnamon today, so I smudged it with cinnamon. All right, but yeah, man. And if you have any questions, man, because I'm tired. I done basically went in deep. I done basically went in very, very, very deep with this manifestation stuff. I done went in very deep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me on Instagram. And like I said, if you want to receive notifications every time I go live, click the link in the bio and click community. And then send a message and say notification. Basically spoke on the matrix. Man, I spoke on the whole thing. Like, this is going to be on my YouTube. So make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. All right? Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Why do they make women think that they're worthless? Because women are also major creators in life. Like, we bear. So you got to understand, why do they... You remember, what's the first lesson that I said? I said oppressors and the oppressed. Remember that. Oppressors and the oppressed. That's what I say. Did you take notes, baby? Did you take notes? And then here's the thing. This is how y'all know my teacher's going to be for real. Let me tell y'all something. This is how you're going to know I'm really legit, right? Check this out. I'm going to give you a week. I'm going to give you a week. Maybe you didn't catch the whole live, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. I'm going to give you a week. After listening to what I said, pay attention to the outside world. You're going to see the agents. You're going to see the NPCs. You're going to see the programming. You're going to see everything. I missed the whole thing. Subscribe to my YouTube. You'll see it on there. Subscribe to my YouTube. So click on the link in my bio. I'm telling you, look, I went live on YouTube too. I'm going to subscribe. Yeah, y'all better subscribe. Y'all better subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Please do put it on YouTube ASAP. Yes, I am. Definitely. So now, here's the time everybody's been asking for. I'm about to put y'all on to the crystals. I'm about to put y'all on to what I be practicing and what I be doing. All right? I'm going to put y'all on to a couple of my money hacks, too. How many of y'all want to learn a couple of my money hacks? How many of y'all want to learn my money hacks? How many of y'all want to learn my money hacks? How many of y'all want to learn my money hacks? Okay? How many of y'all want to learn my money hacks? Do you know about candle magic? I sell candles. Like, do y'all know who y'all talking to? Do y'all know let me tell you something. My real name is Ori, okay? Look up Ori and then look up Yoruba whenever you have the time. That's my name. So y'all thinking I'm just some little human being, baby. Listen. The divine sent me here, my love. My name is Ori. My name is Ori. My name is Ori. When you find out who Ori is, you're going to realize that girl, she's special. When you find out who Ori is, if you like Oshun, if you like Yemaya, go look up Ori. Find out who I am. Right? Anyways, about to teach you a money hack right now. Somebody said juju is a no. Baby, girl, listen. You could go ahead and run away from your ancestry if you want to. You go ahead and run away from your ancestry if you want to. If you watch Lovecraft Country, you know what I'm talking about. If you watch Lovecraft Country, then you know what I'm talking about. You keep running away from your own magic. You're running away from your power. Orishas, Ori. Anyways, so let's talk about the money hacks, okay? Let me teach you a money hack. I want you, and this is in my ebook, okay? So if you want to get my ebook is on my website too, but I'm going to still give you my money hack without you having to get the ebook, okay? I want you to go on YouTube, right? This is you trying to manifest money, right? I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to study, like listen to the sound of Cash App. So let me just put Cash App, okay? So go on YouTube and listen to the sound of Cash App sounds, okay? Listen to the sounds of Cash App sounds. If you have Etsy, listen to the sound of Etsy, right? What you're going to be doing is you're going to be programming your mind to think, oh, I just made money, right? Let me show you. Listen to the sound of money. Let me tell you how I know, because look, let me tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know. Has this worked for you? Yes, it has, baby. Yes, it has. Listen. Some of y'all brain just got triggered when I played that. Some of y'all brain just got triggered when I played that. Some of y'all brains just got triggered when you heard that. Hold on. Y'all know what that is? Now look, watching a video of people counting money. Watching a video of people counting money. You want to know why? Because your brain is going to think that that is you. Emmy! This girl is throwing up. Hold on, y'all. My cat threw up. Why is you throwing up, baby? My baby threw up. Why you threw up, girl? What's wrong? You been eating the wrong food. That's why. You been eating the kitten food, right? So, anyways, I be trying to tell y'all. That's how you gotta do it. Nah, that's how it is. The fur balls, y'all. It is the fur balls. Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom. It's definitely fur balls. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. I'm coming right now. All right, I'm back. Like I never left. It looked like y'all almost sold out all the necklaces. All right. So anyways, y'all. That will do. I love Blue Mountain for my cat. He has not been thrown up. So anyways, yeah, man. Money hacks, YouTube. Also, another thing, if you're manifesting a car, let me teach y'all something that I was telling my class last time. If you're manifesting a car, let me tell y'all. Oh, we almost had 100,000 likes. If you're manifesting a car, like for example, if you're manifesting a Lamborghini, this is the kind of videos you need to watch. Look at it. It's going to make you think that you're the one driving. You want to know why? Because it's a point of view perspective. It's a point of view perspective. So that's the kind of thing, if it's like, oh, I'm manifesting a car, look up Mustang point of view, Ferrari point of view, Lamborghini point of view. If you're looking to like manifest more money, watch videos of people counting money. How does that make you money? Because your brain is going to think that that is you. 100K, let's go. We just hit 100K. We just hit 100K. We just hit 100K. We just hit 100K. All right. We just hit 100K. Y'all follow me on Instagram too. All right. So now we're going to get into the crystals. How many of y'all are actually into crystals? How many of y'all are actually into crystals? I done taught y'all one of my money hacks too. That's what I do. When I was creating my business, what I tried to do is all I did was listen to the sound of Shopify. Ching, 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 ching. And I was like, well, every time. So listen, I'm on YouTube and I'm listening to the sound of Shopify. Every time I hear the sound of Shopify, I'm thinking, oh, I just got to sell. Oh, I just made money. Oh, I just did this. Oh, I just did this. So when you listen to Cash App sound, say, oh, there goes sell. Oh, there goes sell. Oh, there goes sell. And your mind is going to think that you're doing that, right? I want to get into them and I want to learn. Well, here's your time for me to help you out. I can help you figure out what crystals you want, what crystals you need in your life. But I recommend you have to tell me, like, what energy are you looking for in your life? Are you like, hey, Sticks, I need a crystal to help me manifest. Hey, Sticks, I need a crystal to help me make some more money. Hey, Sticks, how can I use this crystal? Hey, Sticks, how do I cleanse this crystal? Because one thing that I want to let y'all know is that some of y'all may think crystals are crazy, crystals are funny, crystals are this, not realizing that crystals carry real frequency and real energy. Crystals is nature. So that's why when you go meditate in nature, you feel grounded. So for protection, if you're looking for protection, I recommend black obsidian. The link is in the bio. Click Crystal Shop to search it, all right? So click link in bio, click Crystal Shop. So that's to get the crystal shop, right? So depth creativity. So howlite, lapis lazuli. I want a crystal that helps with growth and creativity. Malachite, carnelian. To manifest, I recommend moss agate. I recommend pyrite. For transformation, I recommend malachite. African bloodstone is for protection. For creativity, hold on, y'all. Slow down. Oh, God. And then y'all gonna get mad at me when y'all crystals sell out. Here we go. Attraction and protection. So for attraction, I recommend sunstone. I recommend rose quartz. I recommend flower agate. For protection, I recommend pyrite. I recommend malachite. I recommend labradorite. For motivation, I recommend fluorite. And the reason why I'm moving fast is because I know how y'all are. For motivation, I recommend fluorite and I recommend tiger's eye. How do I use my amethyst? You want to put that amethyst on your third eye, lay down and meditate with it, but you have to make sure that you cleanse it. So on my website, I have selenite sticks and I have Palo Santo that you can use to cleanse it. Should you not take black obsidian crystal everywhere with you? You should take it everywhere with you because it's a protection crystal. To get a bay, I think you should definitely get rose quartz. Rose quartz is a love crystal. It helps you manifest love. It helps you receive love. For discipline, I recommend tiger's eye. For happiness, I recommend yellow jade. I recommend rose quartz. I recommend amethyst, clear quartz. What about energy vampires? How do you protect yourself from them? Lapis lazuli. Jasmine crystal for happiness. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Oof, y'all. I didn't get creativity. Hold on. Let me show you. So the crystals for creativity, carnelian. Like this one is a great one for creativity. The citrine. The link is in the bio. Click Crystal Shop. Remember, y'all, if your order is over $50, use code STICKS for free shipping on orders. Cause it can save y'all a whole $8 on orders over 50. Crystals for making money. Whenever I'm trying to make money and I'm trying to manifest money, what I do is I use crystals like pyrite, citrine, moss agate. And what I'll do is I'll listen to the Cash App sounds with my crystals and I'll meditate to them. Do you make money candles for manifestations? Yes, we do have candles on our website. Let me show you what they do. So basically, you'll get this candle, right? Let me show you something. So you'll get this candle, right? Hold on, gotta cover it up, right? So you'll get this candle, right? And what you'll do is you'll write on the back of this candle what it is that you want to manifest. And then you're gonna light it. All right, so on the back of the candle, you're gonna write what it is that you want to manifest. Then you're gonna write it. Remember, if you're a fire sign too, here's another thing. You can manifest with your sign. Like, if you're a fire sign, you can manifest using candles, using fire. If you're an air sign, you can manifest using affirmations because you're an air sign. If you're a water sign, you can manifest with your feelings. So when you visualize, focus on crying, focus on feeling those emotions. If you are, like I said, an earth sign, you can manifest with plants. You can literally use incense, right? So for example, if you're an earth sign, like what I would do is I would take incense, like frankincense. I would take freaking nature. I would plant seeds and put my manifestation and talk on the seeds. Like, for example, you take a plant, you plant the seed, and when you plant the seed, all you're doing is just, this is whenever this sprout, this is going to be my manifestation, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is for fire signs. This is anybody, but I know fire signs can use fire to manifest with. And these actually have herbs on them. These actually have herbs on them. It's supposed to close just like this. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Boom. Link is in the bio. Click crystal shop. What other crystals? So Libras, what type of sign? Air. Use labradorite. If you are air sign, use labradorite. If you are air sign, use labradorite. What about justice? What about justice? What about justice? What you mean justice? What about justice? If you're looking for justice, like for crystals, you can get Amazonite. You can get Amazonite. You can get fluorite. You can get fluorite. For fire signs. Motivation, courage. So if you're looking for motivation, here, I'm going to show y'all what crystal to get too. Motivation, right? So if you're looking for motivation, look, you can get blue sandstone. You can get this blue sandstone bracelet, right? Hold on, let me show y'all this. Hold on, let me show y'all this. You can get blue sandstone for motivation. You can also get the carnelian. You can also get tiger's eye and fluorite. Tiger's eye. You can also get tiger's eye and fluorite. What about imagination? I recommend like clear quartz, amethyst, or labradorite because your imagination has to do with your mind. Also, guys, make sure, I really love the energy in this live. Who you telling? Who you telling? What type of wire do you use for the necklace? Listen, man, this wire, listen, Lance, I'm sorry. Your old necklaces, like if they ever break or anything, just tell me so we can remake them. Because these new necklaces, we use a whole different wire. Like this wire is from a whole different country. This wire is not even from America. Like this wire is not even from America. Like this is not going to break, baby. This not going to break. So that's why I say if any of y'all necklaces have broken, please just send it back to us. Because this new wire we got, baby, this thing ain't going to break. This not going to break. So here's some, like, I want to show y'all this. Y'all got to see it in the sun. Look at that. Y'all got to see it in the sun. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yes, y'all can send it back. We done got a whole new, like, listen, ain't no breaking this. But do y'all see the sparkles? This is blue sandstone and crackle quartz. This one might be already sold out. That's why I say, y'all be thinking my crystals buku. My crystals ain't buku, baby. Y'all be thinking my crystals buku. My crystals ain't buku, baby. Let me show y'all something else. Y'all be thinking like, look, this crystal's still on the website, Smoky Citrine. Y'all be thinking my crystal's buku. Look at the sparkles in that. Look at the sparkles in that. My crystals ain't buku. Y'all see the rainbow? And listen, even if you don't buy from me, let me tell you something. Even if you don't buy not a crystal from me, when you go to a crystal shop, make sure that they look a little bit like this, okay? Like, even if you don't buy from me, let me show you a new standard of living. When you get your crystals, make sure that, number one, they cold, and make sure that they look like this. Boom. Boom. Like, Like Celestite, if y'all want to get deeper into your meditation, I recommend y'all get the Celestite. Can you explain how you meditate? I have so many videos on my YouTube doing certain meditations. I recommend you check them out. Like, I guide you through the meditation. On period, they should look like that. Yeah, man. Ain't nobody got time for these games. What about for shifting? Malachite. Malachite is for transformations, timeline shifting, all of that. Give us like a brief example. Y'all, meditation is not like a one thing, like a one fit. Like, meditation is not like that. Meditation is like searching the internet. Everything is about like intention. I can't tell you, oh, like, so you're gonna be like give me like a small example for like using the internet. And it's like, well, dang, like you can use the internet for a lot, just like meditation. Remember, I told you your subconscious mind is connected to the internet. What does Celestite help against? Celestite really helps with your meditation. Celestite really helps with connecting to your celestial beings. It also helps with you getting deeper into your meditation and receiving more spiritual knowledge and insight. So you'll start to have more downloads working with Celestite. Is there a specific way to meditate with crystals? Because I just hold them. You should find out what chakra your crystal works with. And then when you find out which chakra it works with, place it on that chakra and meditate and use that. Like if a crystal is a like citrine may be like sacral or solar plexus. Put your citrine on your sacral or solar plexus and then do a sacral or solar plexus meditation. All right? We ship everywhere. I think amethyst is good for me. It does me well. We just created a whole amethyst necklace. And we're going to come out with some new necklaces too. So that's why I say when you go on my website, make sure y'all put your phone number, all your emails and all that stuff on the website. You know how you fill it out. Make sure y'all put all that stuff in there so y'all can receive y'all notifications. All of your lives go to your YouTube after. Yes, it does. Celestite sounds really nice. I want one now. Celestite is really nice. Let me show you what it look like. We got it on the website. Let me show you. If it's not sold out. Yeah, so we still got some good Celestite. Look. So here's the Celestite sphere. Here's the Celestite sphere. You can get in a sphere. Here's the Celestite sphere. I like your blogger, whatever it's called. You seem very interesting and sincere. Are you talking about my YouTube video? And here's the cluster. Here's the cluster. When's the next class? We're going to do a new class tomorrow. I'm going to find out what it's going to be about, though. We're going to do a new class tomorrow. I just started getting onto these TikToks and YouTube and stuff, and I'm talking about whatever this is. He said, whatever this is. Okay, I'm glad whatever this is helping you. What time? Same time, 5 o'clock, baby. Love your look, hair, fit, piercings on point. Thank you. I don't even look all the way right, boo. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube and make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, okay? On Instagram, straight flexing. Because I be dropping some dope videos on YouTube, y'all. Like, I be creating, like, art on YouTube. Like, I be creating, like, art on YouTube, for real. Like, look. Let me show y'all something I created. Creativity is the key. Express yourself. Allow your inner child to breathe. The universe spoke to me today and told me, you need to breathe. You need to realize that. Thank you, Ty. Everything is working out in your greatest good. Everything is here to help you become everything you wanted to become. Oh, I gotta show y'all my music, y'all. Y'all, I gotta show y'all my music, man. Let me get my laptop. I gotta play y'all some music, man. I gotta play y'all some music, man. So look, man, I'm about to drop a song soon. I gotta play y'all some music. So first of all, I'm gonna play y'all some music that's already out. That's first. I'm gonna play y'all some music that's already out so y'all can go listen to it. Let me play some music. This is already out. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. Just look up Styx River. I'm gonna start making the necklaces. Look, taking my idea. All for me, baby, can you set me free? Baby, can you handle me? There's been told that you feel for me, and I don't set me free. All right, hold on. Now we finna play a different song. So now we're gonna play some unreleased music. All right. We're going to play some unreleased music now. What you mean? What you mean? She's mine. What are y'all talking about? Thank you, Starcy. She said she's hurt. Yes, the song's called Set Me Free. Now listen, ready? All right, now this one. So now look, I created a song called Follow Me. Now the reason why I created a song called Follow Me was because I wanted people to follow me. Like, I'm going to lead you down the right path. I'm going to lead you down your own path. I'm going to help you find your own path. All you got to do is follow me. So this is why I tell y'all, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on YouTube because I'm showing y'all the journey. Here, follow me. I made this song in Houston. Follow me. I know how to go, so follow me. Take it on the road, so follow me. Baby, just follow me. Yeah, follow me. I know where to go, so follow me. Take it down the road, so follow me. Now we're gonna get serious. Now we're gonna take it emotional. We're gonna take it serious. I can show y'all different sides of my artistry. Like real talk. If you seriously like interested in my music, seriously subscribe to me on YouTube. Now we're gonna take it serious. I'm showing y'all my artistic expression. I'm showing y'all my vocals. Listen to this. What I'm supposed to do. I'll give you all my love and take it on. Till this time I have to love you from afar. Clear my mind when I grab you for a while. I see you now, you really say you are. And so I seen it, yeah, I mean it. That you was dreaming, that you got me for. But man, I'm working there for love. I see you. Wow, that's it, 111. Is that 1111? Wow. They said we just made an album at this point. I'm gonna drop an album. All right, so then this is me. If I was your favorite rapper, like me, like going on some trap stuff. Like I made a trap song. Now come on now, don't be like that. Y'all telling me I can't play Don? I am the Don. I am the one. They not letting me play it. All right, y'all. It's not letting me play it. I don't know why. It's not letting me play the Don. But anyways, I love y'all. Let me take off this necklace because this is somebody else's. But anyways, I love y'all. Y'all go ahead, check out the Crystal Shop. Do what y'all gotta do. Join the mystery school. Follow me on Instagram. I love y'all so much, for real, for real. I want y'all to really know that, like, if it's up to me, I'm gonna help a lot of people, for real, for real. Wow, I've been here since 5. This is the longest I've ever been interested in someone live. Then that means you gonna love the YouTube. I'm so honored. I'm so honored for you to even be interested in what I gotta say. I'm very honored. I'm very grateful. And I just want y'all to know that, like, I would never take y'all for granted. I just want you to know that. I would never take you for granted. All right. So I love you. I've been here since 5. Dang. Y'all real. I love y'all so much, man, for real, all right? I'm about to head out. I'm about to go eat something because I ain't eat. I'm on protein shakes. All right? Protein shakes and spirulina. All right? So I love you guys so much. I'm going to be on live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. But I'm also going to get live in the morning to just say what's up, all right? So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. And if you want to receive a notification every time I go live, click the link in my bio, click community, and I'm going to send me a message. I'm going to send a message every time I go live, okay? I love you guys, all right? Later.